Yo, what's good everybody? My name is DubWar and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. Today we have episode 1 for a brand new series coming to this channel, and it is called What a Clashtastrophy. So pretty much what the series is about is I'm going to be trying to mimic people's raids, and these are not just normal raids, these are like maxed out Town Hall 10s attacking maxed out Town Hall 10s and 3-starring them, and I'm going to be trying to use the exact same army composition setup as they are and try get the same results. So I do have the army in my army camps right now that I'm going to be using, but first I want to show you guys what gave me the idea to actually want to do this. So this raid is actually from the last clan war that we just had, and it's their number 2 attacking our number 2, so let's see how this goes. I gotta tell you, this is going to be pretty interesting. So first thing he does is he puts down his Archer Queen and follows it up with 4 healers to help her out. So I see his idea. He's pretty much just putting her down, so because she's so powerful, she can take out all those defensive towers and outside buildings, and at the same time have the healers help her out to get back up to full health. So while the Archer Queen is working away at the left side, he's also putting down a bunch of troops on the right side, which would be 2 golems, a bunch of giants, a couple wizards, and his Barbarian King, and he's gonna try flood them towards the center. So he got a perfect freeze spell there. He's gonna freeze the Archer Queen and the Inferno Tower and the X-Bow all in that one little area there, and he's gonna put down a rage spell. All the Clan Castle troops come out. He puts down a poison spell. There is just so much stuff going on in the middle right now. I seriously can't keep up. Archer Queen is still working her way through the left side there. She's about to take out one of the air defenses, so that's going to help out with making sure that the healers don't die. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of giants still right in the very center of this guy's base. He still has his Barbarian King working on the Town Hall. He's getting very low health, so he's going to have to use his ability right there. There are still some lava pups that aren't getting taken out because there's no wizards left. At least I don't think there are. I can't see right now because I'm just focused in on the left side and in the middle, but from the looks of it, yeah, there's only one wizard on the very left side, but that doesn't bother this guy at all because he still has 4 healers, he still has a bunch of giants, some golemites, and especially his Archer Queen with her ability that he hasn't had to use yet. So there aren't any troops left besides the one on the very left side here. He still does have quite a few defensive towers to push through, so I don't know how this is going to go because when I watched this live, I was thinking to myself, like, okay, he does have the Archer Queen and the ability, and he does have a couple giants left, but is it enough to push through and get the 100% victory? And he's pretty lucky because one of the healers actually branched off earlier and helped out some of the giants, and now all 4 of the healers are helping out the giants and the little golemite to push through these defensive towers, and the last tower after this is going to be the Archer Tower and air defense, but that is not going to phase him. He still has the Archer Queen and her ability, and that's actually going to slowly wrap up this raid. As you can see, the only thing that's left now are the barracks on the very top and that army camp, and we're at 98%, almost 99, and then it's going to be 100% victory. That was one crazy raid. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, okay, I feel like I need to try this out because that looks pretty freaking strong if you ask me. So here we are. I found a perfect base. This guy actually does have pretty decent upgrades. He has a lot of loot to offer me and the pumps and the mines, so I'm looking at this like, alright, this is the first time I have ever tried this army composition setup, so please don't judge, guys, even if the results aren't the ones that you thought they would be. That's all I want to say. But yeah, I'm looking at this base, I'm like, I don't know, the level 35 Archer Queen, and I think the Barbarian King is level 30. It kind of scares me, and these defensive towers are maxed out. So, I mean, I saw it, and I'm like, I can't skip this. I gotta give it my best, so let's see how it goes. So I put down my Archer Queen like he did in the Clan War raid, and put down the 4 healers so she can start pushing through these outside buildings and defensive towers. Now my main attack is going to be coming in from this top left side. So I put down my 2 golems and a line of wizards, then I'm going to put down all of my giants in one big cluster. I do have a bunch of giants in the clan castle as well, so keep in mind there's about 18 giants, or sorry, am I saying that right? Yeah, 18 giants that are pushing through right now, along with my Barbarian King, golems, and I'm going to put down my 1 rage spell right in the very center, along with my freeze spell on the Archer Queen, the Inferno Tower, and the Tesla, and everything is just going to shit right now. I was watching this raid and I'm like, wow, I was not expecting this at all. This is madness. So I put down another freeze spell kind of in a panic just because I know that these giants can't really take that much Inferno damage before they start melting. So that's why I put it down a little bit too early. I know some of you out there might say that that could have probably helped me get through further into the base if I saved it for later, but personally, in a moment where you're actually like looking at all this destruction, you're not really thinking that straight. You're thinking like, uh-oh, Inferno Tower locking onto my targets, must use it quick. So that's pretty much what was going through my mind. But right now, the raid is still looking great. We're at 55%. I still have a couple giants, and I think that's one golem that still survived with the whole group of them. And gonna have to use my Archer Queen's ability there because she was taking too much damage from the X-Bow and the cannon, but she's gonna get healed up to full health again. She's gonna take out that X-Bow, and then she's gonna work away at this Archer Tower. And it looks like things are kind of coming up to a wrap-up here just because I don't have many troops left. I had to use my Queen's ability. The healers are still all alive, which is great. I really like this concept of actually helping out my Archer Queen do her own thing while I have like a whole separate army working on the town hall and you know, doing their own like thing in the middle of the base while the Archer Queen is like working away at everything on the outside and making sure that the defensive towers aren't actually all locking on to the troops in the very center. So I really like this strategy so far. I was very happy with this raid, and unfortunately the Archer Queen's gonna go down here. She was taking way too much damage. There was a Tesla, Archer Tower, X-Bow, and a cannon, and looks like that's gonna be it. We're at 71% 2-star. We managed to walk away with 230,000 gold, 200,000 elixir, and 2.6k dark elixir with a nice little 14 trophies. So let's go for one more raid trying to use this army composition setup. Unfortunately, I actually wasn't able to find a base that offered me more resources than the first raid, but this one's still pretty decent. He's offering me 284,000 gold, 252,000 elixir, and what was exciting me the most was the 4.7k dark elixir. So how I'm gonna start this off, I think I'm gonna put down my Archer Queen on the very right side here so she can start working away at those defensive towers. In that little corner there, the Archer Tower, the Mortar, and the Wizard Tower. So I'm gonna put her down to put down the 4 healers. I actually put down 1 and I didn't even notice for a second, so thank God I double checked, because for some reason I put down 1 and I was like, okay, time to move on. But then I realized like, wait, I still have 3 healers, oops. So anyways, coming in from the very bottom, put down my 2 golems, all 12 of my wizards, and 1 big line, and then I'm gonna put down all of my giants as well. I didn't actually get a clear opening to the bigger compartment there, so some of my giants kind of steered off to the left and along with my golems, but I don't think it's gonna affect this raid too much. I'm still gonna put down a jump spell, and most of my troops should wrap around again and go back to the very center. I put down my free spell and it went right on top of that Inferno Tower, the Barbarian King, and the Tesla. So my Barbarian King is gonna start smacking him up a little bit, and he's actually gonna take him out before he can get off that freeze. And at this point, I have all of my golems, all of my giants, my Barbarian King, a couple wizards right in the very center, and I'm gonna put down another free spell that I shouldn't have done. Really not too sure why. I didn't notice that that Inferno Tower was on single target, because if it was multi, then I would have put it down, but single target doesn't really do that much, especially when you're using a bunch of giants, because it doesn't actually affect the raid that much. I probably should have saved it for when the Inferno Tower actually locked onto my Barbarian King or something like that. So regardless, still going pretty well. We're already at the 2-star victory, and this army composition setup is seriously surprising me more and more how good this is. So we got a couple giants still in the very bottom here, along with I think that's those are like 2 golemites down there. So they're gonna take out that cannon, and I still have the Arch Queen on the very top part here with her ability. So things are looking pretty good. We actually are gonna keep on pushing through this base, and it's all thanks to the Archer Queen. She is able to actually take out more buildings on the outside after my troops take out the town hall in the very center. So let's see how this works out. She's getting healed back up to full health, even though she's taking, or sorry, the healers are taking damage from the X-Bows, and they're slowly starting to get taken out. So that's a little bit bummer, but I still have her ability, and I still have 2 archers, so I'm just trying to get a couple resources out of those pumps there. And let's see what happens here. So at this point, I'm down to my last healer, and my Archer Queen is at half health, and I got 3 little skeletons running after her, so I had to use her ability just before she died there. And so she took out the cannon. I don't have any more healers left, though, and I think this cannon right here is going to take out my Archer Queen as soon as she takes out that pump. And I still do have 2 archers, so I wanted to put them down here on these elixir pumps and try to get a little bit more out of this guy, but I don't think that's going to be enough to actually take out this last pump, because I'm going to run out of time. So that's going to wrap up this raid. We are at 74%, and I actually managed to get all of the dark elixir, which I'm very happy about. And And conclusively, I can honestly say I definitely really like this army composition setup. I don't know about you guys. I was always a big fan of using Go We Wipe. I still until this day don't remember how to say it properly. You guys know what army composition setup I always use for clan wars and stuff, but I feel like there might be a bit of a change in my upcoming clan war raids, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But let me know, guys, down below in the comments if you want to see a part 2 to this with more raids included. I definitely had a lot of fun, so let me know. Anyways, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to smack that like button down below. Housemate a bunch, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace, guys, and keep clashing.